Hello, my name is Marko Vorpahl. I'm from Nedcon. I'm a key user of CET in the company, and I work for Nedcon around about 11 years. It's a little bit more than 10, but less than 11. Yeah, welcome to the presentation. I want to talk to you over engineering to order to configure to order. It's a long title, but I think it's not too long to present it for you. At first, I want to talk to you over the agenda. I have a short introduction of Nedcon. Then we talk the overview, what is inside CSA and CET and RDS. Then I like to talk to you over the transcription from ETO to CTO, the process optimization, what is RDS and CSA, and I have in the end a short live demonstration for you. Yeah, let's start. As first, I want to introduce Nedcon a little bit. We are a company and a rack manufacturer. We have approximately around about 630 employees. We are specialized in automated storage solution and high bay warehouses. The focus from us is on efficiency, safety, and yeah. Now I come to a little bit different point. I talk to you the transformation from ETO to CTO, but we have big focus on quality and customer specified requirements. But I will explain it a little bit later. We are part of the First Alpine. First Alpine is a big company in Europe, of course, in the whole world, but the main city is in Linz in Austria, with annual review of 17 billion and round about 50,000 employers worldwide. I've talked to you on the agenda that we we have different ways to the market, because one way is the reseller market. And the reseller market we use now the CTO and not the ETO principle. That's very easy for us because the most requests we got is on the manual market. For the next direction, we have the key accounts. And key accounts, I would say we have around about 80% of the requests that we can cover with CTO, and 20% what we have to cover with ETO. And the last direction is one of the biggest for us, is the system integration. That is, yeah, the most of them is not covered by CTO, so that we have around about over 90% what we have to do directly for the end customer in ETO with engineering, complete engineering. We are only a manufacturer for racks. We don't have all the robotics and all the other devices for this. We are only design the racks and the solutions for the customer. There's a little bit over Nedcon. Where you can find us is very easy. We sit in Germany, we are in the Netherlands, and France, and the Czech Republic. And we have one office in the USA for a sales office and a factory for the system integration market also. Yeah, what is CET, CSA, and RDS? Over CET, I know I don't have to talk about it because everybody knows. But what is CSA and RDS? CSA is a configurable sales application. It's internally for Nedcon. It's a name from Nedcon. And CET, it's the main platform for this application. What is inside CSA? CSA has inside NR1, SF1, and SF3. But we talk about only NR1, SF1, and SF3. But what is it? NR1 is the pallet rack. It's the internal name for that. SF1 is the shelving, and SF3 is the shelving within between the floors, so that you know what about it. I talk and what is inside. This is only the big big main parts of that. And what is RDS? RDS is direct design software. This is a other application to calculate the racks and make the structural design in the end. And it's very complicated because it's right from structural engineers for structural engineers. So, but we have touched it together. I will show it a little bit later for you in a live demonstration. And yeah, we talk about it. The transmission from ETO to CTO. What was the challenges? The biggest challenges for us was the complexity of the reduction. We have to simplify the products and the manufacture processes. The change of the management. The employers and customers need to be trained, and it was a very long process. And it's a process what's going on. The next one is the technology adaptation. Of course, Nedcon, the IT of Nedcon has to do some things or some parts in the end in the background. And yeah, that was a little bit different that we worked in the before we start with CET. And one of the biggest part is the culture change, because the most people are long employees at Nedcon and working over 20 years in the company. And now I come and say, hey, CTO is the best way and the fastest way to work. And most say, no, I want to do it on the ETO way. I have to engineering all the things. I say, no, we have a better way. But that was one of the biggest challenges for us. And the goals, of course, was absolutely easy for us. The scalability is one of the best things what we have with CTO. We have faster times to the market, and we can make an offer very fast. We can make the orders very fast. We have the short delivery times between CTO, and the improved of planning was one of the biggest things for us. But if I take a look a little bit in the past and take a look why we do the process optimization in this moment, you see this as example. And on the left side, you see you see a request from a reseller or from an end customer, and we have only got the description and text form. And if I have it only in text form, we have plenty points that we can make planning errors. If we are happy, we got a drawing on the right, what we have on the right side. But in the most times, we got this type of drawing. Yeah, drawing, you can't see all the measurements, you can't see anything. And in this case, the planning errors was very high. But now we got it very easy. I got an email from the resellers example. I do it now with the resellers. I got an email with the CET file inside. They say, hey, Marko, please make me an offer, or please make me a project price, or please check it, whatever. And I have all relevant data inside the CET file. I can open it, I can play with that, and I can change something, and anything is fine. That's one of the points we are changed from the ETO to CTO and use Configura and with CET. And the same thing is for the output. If we make an offer for the end customer or for a reseller or whatever, we have the problem in the past that we have to make a subcalculation. Means we have to put all the uprights, all the beams, all the other things inside SAP manual, and the risk of incorrect entries was very high. The same is with the counted of the materials. If you count all the materials by hand, the risk of a miscourse is high. And for the offer in the end, we have to do it in Word, and this needs a high limit of time. The risk of incorrect input is the same big problem, and the flexibility was not so good. So that was one process for us, or one point to process is to go to a offer generation and use it in CET, and you see it. You have automatically generated offers. don't have to put some data inside. I have no errors with counting, and I have the greatest flexibility to use it. I don't have to make extra drawings and so on and so on. And I start in the beginning of the presentation to talk about RDS. Yeah, RDS, Direct Design Software. We have it now inside. But it was a big challenge for us to put it together. The biggest challenge was to bring three companies together. The first one is OV Software. They are designed and programming RDS. The second one is Configura with CET and our CSA tool. And the third one was Nedcon, of course. We have to do something in a server infrastructure. We have to do something with user management. And all the things to put together was very, very hard. But I must say, Configura and OV Software managed this very, very great. This was a very great process, and it runs very fast in the end. And what is the benefit for us to have it now inside CSA, the RDS? The benefits for us is the configuration is not longer limited on the tables, because after restarting, we have tables to find out or figure out the right configuration. And now we have a powerful structure engineering tool behind that's allowing us to make advanced optimized designs. We can now build racks or draw racks with irregular bay configurations and geometry. And we can combine custom profiles and find ultimate effective solution in the end. We have seismic designs inside, and we can run more, multiple RDS calculations in the background, and that makes very, very easy for us. And if you take a look inside at CSA, that is you see it here on the left side. The first base with the tunnel was not a problem to calculate it with a table. But on the right side, you see that the beams are irregular to the next or to the rest of the rack. And I got an error message. And now what I have to do, if I got an error message, I have to start RDS. And I have put all the data into RDS. This is the upright, the beam, the foot plate, the hooks. I have put all the data inside. I have to configure the B I have to configure the row and all the things. And now we got it automatically. We start CSA. I draw my row. I configure my row, and in the end, I have the choice to talk him, okay, use the tables or use CSA, and we have all the data automatically inside. But yeah, it's nice to talk about it. I think it's better to show it. Yeah, so I want to start with a live demonstration for you, and I want to show it very fast how we use it. what you now see is on the left side is the application from Nedcon, like called CSA. We have 4 different buttons. The first button is the project information. I open this and I can put all my dates inside what I need. I can choose the project number. I can take inside the project name, whatever I want I can do. But the most important thing is the design mode. I am now on the basic tables, and if I change it to the advanced table, to the advanced mode, then I have tables and RDS. But I want to show it why we don't have to do it. I draw a little small rack in a basic table mode, and then I show you why we have choose it to RDS, where we have RDS inside. So I start with NR1, I go to this, I open the designer, I choose a palette what I have created. I can create more if I want, but I only want to do it with this one. Then I go to the scheme and configure my basic rack. It's only a basic configuration, not the end configuration in the end. So I have to choose the market solution as I go. If I go to SSR, then I have only the materials in the warehouses. It's available, but now I go to non-SFP to make a little bit more things. So you see, you can't choose a profile like an upright or a beam or something. Only what you can change is the material from black steel to galvanized steel. And I want to start to draw a little rack. So I started here. That's easy. And you see it, I'm ready now. That's my pallet rack. If I want to have it, I can say, okay, start structural design, calculate it, and I find in my tables the right profile. So I can choose it. I have it inside, I have a price. That's all. But if I change something and say, okay, I want to have this so because I have bigger pallets in this direction, and I need another thing. I need it here also because the customer want to have more space because whatever, he has another product inside this area. And I say, okay, I have to calculate it and go to structural design. You will see you got an error message. And that's the point we say we have to do something, and that's the integration of RDS. So I close this, go back to the project information, and say him go from basic to advanced. I say okay, go back to NR1 and say now, you see now I have a beam editor available, and in the scheme I have now the choice of the upright type, of the bracings, and what I do now, I want to configure fast a beam. Now I go to the beam editor, and the first is, this is the estimate of the program. And I can say, okay, give me another profile. I can say, okay, good. I want to have another CC profile with 7 hooks, whatever. Say apply, and I have it inside. Then I go to the scheme back, change the upright type to this one, 178.25, and see, okay, in the first 2 levels, I want to have my configuration 2. That's you see it here. It's the 150 what we have configured in the past, and then the rest will be the default or configuration 1 is the same. Then I say okay, apply to all, and close it. And if I go now to the structural design, I can open it and you ask me if you want to use the load tables or RDS. The load tables I'm not able to use the load tables in this moment. So then in this moment I have to use RDS. I say okay. He opens the dialog. I say okay, send it to completely drawing, send to RDS. I have to log in the back end and go back. And now you see the session dialog. In the first moment, you calculate all the data. It needs round about 2 minutes. The great thing is if I have more different rows at this moment in the drawing, I can take it with the tools and he calculates more the same projects multiple times. So that means I have 20 rows. He will calculate 3 rows at the same time in the background. It goes faster for me, and I don't have to put the data inside. You see it here now. It will takes round about 2 minutes to calculate the completely reg. And all the hooks, what you see are green here. If you think, yeah, I have made the right combination of profiles and beam types and so on, no. It only shows that the calculation is runs well, or it's finished and runs well with success. That don't means that I have to choose the right profiles in the end. That's in the first time the most say, hey, I have anything right, but no, it's not right. It's only the calculation is running well. Yeah, that's a big part, and it's nice to know, because as I say, hey, I'm good. No, you will see now the results in I think 10 or 20 seconds in the page here. I hope full, because the connection is not so good today. Okay, the process is finished, and you see now the results, and I can go to the results, the analysis results. You see, okay, anything is green, anything is fine. I can use or choose this profiles, and what you see on the other side is how many percent I use from the upright or from the beam, and I can optimize make an optimization in the background, of course. And if I go to downloads, I can download the report, can open it and can store it, and you see all the data inside what I have put it in. So I change back to PowerPoint.
Yes.
So yeah, this was the live demonstration. If you have questions, if you have remarks, if you want to know something about all the program or all the things behind it, please contact me. It's very easy. Write me an email. We can make a call. We can make a Teams, whatever you want. And in the end, I have to say thank you for your attention.